Oh, well, he's a billionaire. He's the most powerful man in the world. He got all this special treatment. No, I mean, I'm sure he could have had it if he wanted it, but he's just a stubborn motherfucker. Like, I can imagine that they were trying to give him treatment, and he's just like, no, get that away from me. Don't stick any needles in me. Come on, I'm Donald Trump. Just give me another Big Mac.
All right, look, you're making me put my psychoanalyst hat on, so I'm going to put you on my virtual couch. Are you laying down on the virtual couch?
God, no.
Oh, come on, relax now. It's all right. You know, you got to remember, I've been doing this on my own radio show for 20-odd years, so you're in good, capable hands, all right?
Are you actually turning our 50th episode into a goddamn self-help show of your own? Is that what's going on?
Now, I've been listening. I've been listening to your little moron war, you know, here and there for a little while now, and I can't help but notice that you two are really mean to old Joe Biden, aren't you? You know, I'd even, you're so mean to him, I'd go so far to say that you have a sick obsession with Joe Biden, because you're talking about him every single week.
Joe Biden?
Yeah, because you're always saying, there goes Joe Biden being old again. Look at him. He's a creepy old bastard, you know, just fondling children, just sniffing those hair follicles. Boy, he really is a senile old son of a bitch. Am I right? Is that what you say?
I mean, it's a political comedy show, so...
Well, look, all I know is I want to let you know just what is causing all of this obsession. And it's because you are afraid of your own mortality. Now, I heard you say today is a big, scary day for you. It's a big, scary birthday, isn't it?
What?
You said you're turning the big 5-0, and you are so worried that you're going to be a drooling, dementia-ridden, diaper-wearing, and I'm just going to say it, you're worried you're going to be a moron. So you're projecting your fear into hate for Joe Biden, and that is the root cause of your neurosis, and that's why you are a mental patient.
Okay, are you done?
Problem solved.
Dr. Larry, nobody on this show is turning 50. This is our 50th episode of the show.
What? 50? 50th episode.
Right.
Who the hell would give a program like this 50 goddamn episodes?
The police were called to the apartments for reports of possible shots fired. And so they were getting some calls saying, hey, I think there's been some shots fired. Then they were getting other calls saying, hey, there's a man in a gorilla suit wielding a machete. And so they were kind of like putting two to two together, and they were like, this is not good. This is no good.
I mean, hopefully they were shooting at the guy in the gorilla suit wielding the machete.
You would think, but actually, after evacuating the apartment buildings, they learned that the loud bangs were actually being caused by fireworks. So, as they were discovering this, they were also trying to talk to the man in the gorilla suit because he was talking about blowing up the building. And these were like intense negotiations. They were like,
this is amazing. This is the best story of the year.
Come on, you're making me laugh here. You know, I did Mayor Garcetti's nose job. I mean, you look at that guy. You look at Garcetti. You wouldn't even know he's Jewish because that's my work. So if you think I have to follow any rules around this town, I mean, you're kidding. You're kidding. I mean, anyway, let me get back to the story. So I'm lounging in the hot tub. I'm checking out the Lakers game. I'm watching it on one of the big screens outside, and I see the ugliest goddamn freak I've ever laid eyes on. I mean, this guy was covered in hair. head to toe. It was disgusting. I mean, picture an Armenian, like picture one of those Armenians, that hang out at the sauna. Can you picture that?
No, not really.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he's got triple the hair than one of these fucking Armenian guys. He'd make one of those Armenians look like one of Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriends. That's how hairy this guy was.
Oh, Jesus, Dr. Felsmere, like, we get it. He was hairy. Big freaking deal.
No, you don't get it. I mean, this guy, he was completely covered in it. And he's walking up to me, and I gotta tell you, I'm just grossed out. I mean, but you know my line of work. I'm a plastic surgeon. So I'm seeing this hairy freak, and I gotta admit it, I'm seeing dollar signs. So I call out to him. I'm like, hey, get over here. And I tell him, look here, buddy, you look like shit. And you got to come down to Felsmere Plastic Surgery and Laser Center, and I'll take care of you. and would you believe it? This guy, he got offended. He got offended at me.
I say so. It's not really a surprise. I mean, you tell someone they're ugly and they don't like it.
It's not my fault. I'm trying to help him. It's not my fault he looked like a carnival freak. I mean, he looked like a fucking... You know what he looked like? He looked like a dog. and on top of that, his fucking outfit. So this guy, he was wearing a yellow basketball uniform. Like a whole basketball uniform. The top and the shorts. He even had a headband on. I mean, no style. I really think this guy was lost. I mean, this was a party in Beverly Hills.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you say he looked like a big, hairy dog and was wearing a basketball uniform?
Yeah. Let me think. It was, I want to say it was number 42 on the Beavers. Like who the hell are the Beavers? Are they like the Clippers or something, like the minor leagues?
Dr. Felsmere, that man was wearing a costume! He was dressed up like the Teen Wolf. Were you at a Halloween party?
A Halloween? You know what? Come to think of it, yeah, I think it was a Halloween party, yeah.
You know what isn't full of crap? It's the New York City subway system.
Really?
Or at least...
Really?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
That's what the Metropolitan Transportation Authority Board hopes to make a reality, as their board officially voted to ban pooping in subways and buses last month. So,
Last month! It took them until, September of 2020 to figure out that they don't want people sitting down and crapping in the back of the bus. Really?
A light bulb just went off. I mean, what can we say? Apparently, they first floated the poop ban back in April as an anti-coronavirus measure because, that's the only public safety hazard when it comes to human fecal matter is coronavirus.
Before we wrap your show tonight, I'm going to give your audience the honor of choosing your replacements so we can permanently have a better program in your time slot. Now, there's going to be a poll on the network website, so listen up, audience. Here is contestant number 1.
Every week, we will give you the latest in progressive, genderqueer sex talk,
revolutionary discussions on critical race theory,
anti-capitalist counteraggression,
and targeted meditations to take down the orange man with the power of holistic spellcraft.
So if you want to see us lick the asses of anti-maskers, misgenderers, MAGA hatters, and more naughty nasties, the Free News Network is the place to be. And if you're tuned into the new show, you can do your part to lay down the law. But if you're not, we'll know it, and we might just come after you.
So turn your radio dials to FNN every Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock Pacific for Ride Along with the West Coast gang of good persons.
We learn special tricks every single week here on the Dr. Ding Dong and Very Helpful Show. It's the only show on the radio where we speak truth to sanity. Okay,
Okay, that's good, Dr. Ding Dong. So, what's the trick? Now, what are we gonna do for Halloween?
Oh, it's not Halloween yet. you know, you gotta be a little more patient than that, you little fuzzball. But tune in next Monday night, right here on the Free News Network, kiddos. And your old pal Dr. Ding Dong's gonna teach you how to make your very own pipe bomb. Halloween's gonna be a blast. We're gonna blow up Halloween!
Don't even worry about that, because, you know, maybe the little puppets at the network weren't aware, but we weren't even planning on renewing that contract anyway. Should I tell her?
You know what? Honestly, do it. I don't care at this point. Do it.
All right, well, you know what, Penelope? You can have your little fun with your sick fucking kids show and your lame-ass superheroes and those soy-eating losers. I would say we want a spot in your little poll, too, but guess what? You can take your vote and shove it, because we don't need your network.
That's right, because we are in the running for the 6-star search with the Hameen Media Group. A much better network than fucking FNN, if you ask me.
Damn right.
Yeah, and if the fans, if everybody listening, if everybody watching right now, if you really like the War on Morons, if you want us to keep making content like this every week, go to Hameen Media Discussion Group on Facebook, or follow our link, because we're going to share it to facebook.com/waronmorons, and we're going to put it down below in the chat too, and vote for the War on Morons.
Well, good luck to you two. You'll certainly need it. Ta-ta!
All right, well, thank God she's gone, but we're not kidding, guys. We really need your help. We are one of 6 finalists, and we have to win this contest.
Don't let the War on Morons end. Help save this brand. Find us, Hameen Media Discussion Group. Vote for WOM.